Hello and welcome back to Tech Crypto for another video, and in today's video we're going to be diving straight into Solana, as I can see some major moves being played up, and my gosh guys, this could be a seriously big juicy move that we can all capitalize on. And the greatest thing about this, you can actually make some huge gains whether we're going up and down from here. Let's take a measuring tool before we get properly into the video. Right, so if we drop down here, we're looking at approximately 39 to 40% move down. Otherwise, if we are looking to break up above my resistance line box over here, then we could be seeing some seriously massive gains. Look at that, that's like an 87% move there. Reason why, because if I bring out the arrow, you will see quite clearly that all this here is like an empty gap. There's like no green candles there at all, which means we should be able to literally break up from this resistance and shoot back up straight to this area there. Now, because I'm looking at a large time frame of a weekly chart, we might not just go breakpoint from here and shoot straight up. That would be, a marvelous case scenario if it did. If it doesn't, it's absolutely fine. It just means that once we break up here, we are looking likely that we should break up, potentially retrace back into the zone, maybe even pull back to where we are now before we make that continual gradual move to go straight up. But in usual case, for me, my experience whenever I trade, whenever I see an area where it's just printing one color, whether it is the green or in this case red, chances are we should be able to literally make a straight move up. It won't be one big candle hitting straight to our profit target, but I can see us either staircasing our way up or make a pretty strong parabolic move going up there. So that's obviously on the weekly charts. But let's have a look at the grand scheme of things, how this chart is panning out. The way Solana is looking right now is the fact that, as we mentioned, we've got a lot of red candles over here, but we've also got a lot of green there. We have shot parabolically. I could see us potentially coming back down into the zone over here, which would be in the area of around about $65 to $54. Now, if this to happen, we can trade going down and up, then I'll be looking to possibly trade even going down. If we do that, there's some huge profit to be had. So we would now need to go onto the daily chart to give us more of a directional bias. Right, and here we are. So as we can see that we are slowly starting to make our way down, and as soon as we hit our first profit target area, we did actually reacted to coming back down, which is quite a healthy thing to happen. But then we did pull back up, retested anywhere near this sort of area up here before we actually went back down again, and it looks like that we're casing our way down. So it's been quite good for us to enter a trade either here to go down, but if I was you guys, I wouldn't do that at all. I'd more or less wait until we do pull back around about this sort of zone over here, there or there, just underneath or around this zone over here. If we look across, we should be looking at approximately around that zone there. If I just pull out the paintbrush, just so I can show you exactly what I'm talking about. This zone over here, that could be a good area to look for a trade before we even consider end of that trade there, so we can hopefully go on a trade going upwards. But I'll start to speak again. So hopefully once we do come back to retest this area over here, that should be our long trade, so we can try to push back up into that zone there, and that should give us a pretty decent long from there to up there at approximately about 73%, and that would be quite a decent trade. That's why I'm saying right now Solana is actually looking really healthy charts, which means we can either trade going up or down, and this is something that we should definitely be thinking of doing. So that's how I view the current chart on a daily basis, but we will be dropping down to the lower time frame so we can see what's even happening in a shorter time frame. Right, so as we can see on the 4 hourly chart, that we are in fact going down, but we're more or less staircasing as exactly as I mentioned, because we're obviously broken down below over here, which I'll show you right now. It looks like this bit here would have been the support line for continuation going upwards, but that wasn't the case. So instead, we've actually broken below this area there by looking across. Right, see that? That is definitely well below there, so that's a short-term bearish sign. But then we actually pump back up and start going sideways and oscillating, going just across. So we just need to wait and see what happens here, of course, because once we do break up from there to there, then it looks like we could continue going back up to retest in this area there for a continual move to the upside. Now, if you're trading it, I would strongly suggest you to consider your risk management by doing minimal leverage. Otherwise, if you're an experienced trader and you've been trading for a long while, you can manage your risk even by doing a 10x trade. The move going down from here today is quite a massive move, so that means even if you 10x leverage, you could 7x in your gains, which is absolutely amazing. But either way, make sure that we're always reacting rather than always trying to predict. So I would personally wait once we've broken up from this area here for us to go continually making our way up, or if we break down below there, that'd be a good entry anyway, to go for a short, to go from where we are here to down there. That will still give us a quite decent gains. So I hope you find this video useful and informative. Please give me a like, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be updated with all the latest videos. And if you like this video, you'll definitely like to watch that video. Cheers, bye.